Alright guys, today this character tutorial will revolve around FireBrand. Now, I didn't know I would like this little creature right here, but he's pretty cool. So, as usual, normal special movement, assist and supers, and some advanced tactics for you guys to work with. I'm going to start with his normals. They're not too much to deal with, but his normals are used mainly to out-prioritize up close. As you can see here, his standing jab can be mashed. It's real chainable. So is the medium. It chains into the medium. It chains into all his buttons, like everybody does, but it can chain into itself, and even the low version of itself. There's not too much to talk about the normals here. They're just for combo. They're combo-based limbs. You can later on, as the game advances, though, we'll find other usages for the move, but for now, it's just what it is. His standing fierce also serves as a decent anti-air. So does his down forward C, or what you would say his crouching C, which is the slide. And the exchange button also serves as an anti-air. So for the next couple of seconds, I'll just be showing you guys an example of that. So let me deal with his crouching normals first. As you can see, they just serve the same purpose as the normal one, except for the slide, standing fierce, and the exchange button, as I said, which serves as fairly decent anti-airs, but don't heavily rely on them, because when you get snuffed out and he eats a combo, you're probably going to be dead and you're going to be salty. So I'll let you guys take a look at this for the next couple of seconds while I prepare to hit you off with his special moves and some knowledge about them, what I think. Alright, so I'm showing you guys here that his exchange button can be used as a decent anti-air if thrown out early, or thrown out as sort of like a whiff punish. Since he has like a smaller hitbox than most other characters, he can kind of sort of make other characters whiff, and then he can launch them for it, as you saw. So getting into this fireball here, he has 3 different versions of this fireball. Here goes the jab one. These fireballs have about as much durability as a level 3 buster. I didn't do too much testing with it, but they're have pretty good durability. I was just showing you the jab one there, and I'll be showing you the medium and the fierce ones a bit later. This move is called Demon Missile. That was Demon Missile M. The light punch version stays in front, and the medium one crosses up even on block, which is pretty interesting. The fierce one actually causes a swoop. He actually swoops down. I'll show you that guy. I'll show you that just now. The medium and light punch versions you guys will be using for mix-ups, and the heavy you want to use in conjunction with an assist for pressure. Although you can use the medium and light for the same thing, it's more for mix-ups. So you call out an assist, and the light one bounces off the opponent. Then he does like a sort of backflip, and then you can go into a little mix-up pressure game, while the medium one will cross up, so the opponent kind of never knows exactly which one you'll be doing because of the speed, and the startup looks the same. If you understand where I'm getting at, for those of you who are top players, of course. Alright, so FireBrand also has various air movements, which allows him to stay relatively safe. I'm giving you an example of this now. You can see he has his flight mode. He also has this move. The light punch version swoops down straight to the ground. The medium punch version swoops down forward. On the ground, the medium punch version will put him in the air going forward, and the fierce one will swoop up back. So they kind of relatively do the opposite of what it does in the air. In the air, the high punch version will just swoop down, but on the ground, it'll swoop up back, but still nonetheless retreating. So they kind of follow the same pattern that they do from ground to air. You can only do each one max 3 times in the air, no matter how you mix and match it. So you find which combination best suits you, and you just pair it all together with a bit of zoning, and you got yourself his basic tactics when it comes to that. As for FireBrand's assists, they revolve around his special moves heavily. I just showed you the one where he spits on the ground, and it causes the fire to linger. That can be used for good lockdown. And I'm doing Demon Missile right now, which that's the medium punch version that passes through you, and Demon Missile Fierce, which swoops down. I think, in my opinion, that's his best assist, because he comes in and he takes flight and he swoops past the opponent and leaves. I always love assists like that because they're hard to punish. Alright, so As for FireBrand's movement, he has some of the best movement in the game. Paired with an assist, and he can remain untouchable. But you must be fast, and you have to be accurate in your motions and your positioning. So I'm gonna go through some things right here. That's one. What do you call that? Formation that I would say that I like to do. You can also super jump cancel the low one for mix-up potentials. I'll show you right here. So your opponent's standing there and he's waiting for you to go low or overhead. He's not sure what you're gonna do, but you can TK the light punch version and come down and hit him with a low. Right there, mix-up as you saw. Of course, you want to do that paired with an assist to make it more, what do you say about that? More, what's the word? I guess functional? Yeah, you want to make that mix up a lot better, or more pressure when you have the assist there. I couldn't get the word for that actually, but it's whatever. Being said that, he has a fairly decent wave dash on the ground too. A wave dash just like any other character. It can be canceled with normals. He can block out of it, so you get the whole point. He has the mobility he needs to get the job done. As you can see here, I just did his super. That's his projectile super. It does OTG, but what sucks about it is that the super heavily relies on distance for damage. Up close, it will give you the most damage. From far, you're gonna be salty. You might lose a tournament because of it, and I can't help you there. This tutorial will not help you win a tournament. So, being said that, here goes his luminous body super, where FireBrand gets faster, takes a bit more damage, and what's even better is some of his moves get faster in terms of frame count. Now, what I mean by that is, I told you he got faster before, but I didn't mention that his luminous body actually takes away some of the frames, as you can see from the moves right here. If you saw me spit that fireball simultaneously back to back, you would see that the fireball, like right here, is a bit in front. But when I'm in luminous body, he can spit it out pretty fast, almost back to back. Here goes his level 3 super. Basically, depending on which special move and which button you press, will actually activate which moves your little clone there does, your little lackey, little crony. Kind of reminds me of Wolf Crone. Doing flame kicks and all that nonsense. Anyway, you basically see what that level 3 does. It's basically like an assist helper, which is pretty cool. Now, here goes some bread and butters, right? Now, he doesn't take too much damage, right? FireBrand doesn't take too much damage, but the whole thing about him is you want to finish. The position that his combos leave you in are like really good. You can put the opponent mid-screen if you want to, or you can leave them in the corner for more mix-up potential. Right there, you lift yourself close to the opponent, you can call out an assist, and you can get a mix-up in again. Because remember, I told you, his normals out-prioritize mostly 90% of the cast up close. And that's exactly where you want him. Like I said, he doesn't take too much damage, but finishing is the key. So you guys take a look at this bread and butter while I wait and just, I guess, watch with you. All right, now as you guys saw there, I ended off a little closer at the end, right? And what happened was that I got max damage from the super. So if you feel that at the end of his combos, at any given point, you can land and try to get the full OTG of the super, go ahead and do so. You don't always have to do it from the sky like I did. And watch bread and butter number 3. This is a personal favorite one of mine, guys. I made this up just for you. That is the mid-screen version of the corner loop. The corner loop, the fly down corner loop. Now, some of the notations here say that it's air HH, but if you notice, I only put that is because his air HH hits twice, and you do have the ability to cancel the first hit. So let H hit twice. That's what air HH means. Now, for FireBrand to be effective, you want those assists that really just horizontally cram the screen. Not like Nemesis. No, you want that unibeam, those straight arrows. You catch my drift. You remember Legion arrows in the first game, like drones especially. You want something like that. Strider Haru unfortunately works with everyone, so he'll be in all my tutorials. Dr. Doom is also very effective, and things like Unibeam. Although I wouldn't suggest picking Iron Man, I would suggest picking Unibeam. Alright guys, so again, here's with some advanced positioning and tactics. FireBrand clearly has a fireball. I'm not going to state the obvious. Now, the air one does what the ground one does, the fierce version, and it causes that whole melting pot that you see on the floor, which I like to call hellfire, right? So you can use that to keep yourself relatively safe on the way down. Now, what I suggest is not doing what you see here. Don't just go up there and do it. Because why? Once you fire that hell shot down to the ground, for some reason Capcom was smart enough to say, hey, let's make it so he can't do anything else like Phoenix after he does that. Now that's smart. So the smartest thing you guys want to do is make sure that's the last action you do before you touch the ground, to make sure that you can land safely, or do what I'm doing here and TK it. Yay! That would be the smart thing to do. Alright, so you either TK it or you keep your... Oh, I can't curse. Yes. You keep yourself on the ground. I'm all edited. And you fire the, the hell shot down to the ground, and then you fire, you keep your zoning up there. Basically what I'm showing you here is FireBrand can use his air mobility, which is the air movement, the hell dive, and he can be all over the place. Now I'm showing you guys how fast the movement can get, right, with just him sitting there. Now imagine if I had an assist backing me up here. Also, you want to be able to learn how to that's really important because it leads to bigger damage. Why? Is because you started off with a dive kick and you didn't start off with a jab normal, and you know how damage scaling works. So basically, also, you don't want to whiff his dive kick either. It's like Wolverine's dive kick on whiff. Hella whole lot of recovery. It's not like Trisha's dive kick where you could just whiff and she could generally be safe. This does have a lot of recovery on whiff. So basically, you want to be accurate, and that's what I was saying from the jump. With FireBrand, the most important thing to do with him is finish. You want to finish your combos because having the ability to finish scares your opponent, and you also want your movement to be accurate and abuse air grabs with him. So the positives is his best assist is the Demon Missile Y. His best button is C. He's good air and long range control, can escape any situation fairly safe, can air super and has one of the trickiest level 3s. And he's great for meter build. He has his negatives though. He has short range normals. He has a glass jaw, if you know what I mean. And his super damage is too reliant on spacing, which means you have to edit your combos a lot in the heat of battle. And that gets kind of hard, but it'll become second nature as long as you guys keep playing with him. That was our Ultimate Marvel's Capcom 3 FireBrand Rehab guide. And I hope you guys get off the pill, if you know what I'm saying. Because I'm getting on it. Wait, did I just say I was a drug dealer? Oh no. Uh-oh. Time out. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.
Yo, that was amazing.